Hello, Gemini. Welcome to my channel. I am Lizzo. I am a new reader on YouTube. So this is my first time doing videos. So bear with me. It's very weird talking to a camera, talking to myself. Sometimes I just get into the flow of it and then I kind of relax a little bit, but just bear with me. So I read intuitively, and when I read, sometimes you'll see me like think things through or talk to whoever, whatever. Just know all of that. You can watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus for a better picture um, of your current state. This is for September, the last part of September, since I'm starting kind of in the middle here. So this is for the last part of September. Okay, so I'm just going to connect with my spirit guides. Okay. All right. This reading is for Gemini for the last part of September. Oh. Whoa. No, that's too many. Some poppy energy today. Okay. Up. Oh, look at that. You are... Dang. Okay. All right. So you have a lot of I feel like there's like a lot of big things going on in your life right now. Not like big changes, but a lot of things that are significant that are going on right now. So I have the King of Cups. So we have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, he is, and I don't say he as in like a male. I mean like the masculine energy. It's, if I say he or she, it's the energy that's associated with the card. So he is in his like emotional element right now. He is, I feel like, because he's like sitting in the shallow water with a singing bowl, and for whatever reason, I feel like this is like, I mean, I know it's like a meditative state, but I feel like it's protection. Like it's like you're emotionally protected. I don't feel like you're protecting yourself emotionally from something. I feel like you are kind of like in this like in this zone of like, I want to say like feeling your feelings. So like you're in this zone of being, I mean, maybe you're in a meditative state, or like you have been meditating more often, but I just feel like you're in this zone of like feeling your feelings, of like being, um, being aligned, being, um, oh, I don't know. So, but I'm also seeing this fish, and I'm noticing like the fish in the water and the starfish. Um, so I don't know if there's, something here um, about swimming, or about going to the ocean, or, um, about learning how to fish, or if you are a fisherman, um, or if you are going fishing. But what I'm focusing on is the fish here. Um, and I don't know much about fish, like as in like how they relate to spirituality. So if you know that, please comment, and let me know. Um, so then the next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, he is, also like a master of his domain. Um, so he is he is living his most abundant life. Like, he is achieving goals. He is manifesting all of that. Um, all of the stuff that he wants in life. He is manifesting all of it. Um, and he's doing it with style. Like, I love how he looks in here. He's just kind of like chill. Like, I mean, like, this guy, you can tell like he's like, he's chill because he's meditating. But this guy is just like, he's just like sitting back, just like enjoying, like being with his dog, like just, just enjoying life. Like, and he's kind of like, it'll come to me. Like, abundance will come. And it's not even that, like, I just feel like it's like a confidence. Like, it's like a, like, you have the abundance now, but I feel like it's the confidence that you will achieve more, that it's coming. It's not even, it's not like a, um, um, it's not that you're lying to yourself, or you're being prideful about it. Like, you're not doing that. It's just that you're confident. Like, you're confident that your, that your coins, your material growth, your material abundance, home, family, the type of things that pentacles are related to, are material wealth, money, home, family, um, uh, material possessions, those sorts of things. So usually anything that, in our world, that we can like trade for goods, or that we can actually physically touch, or whatever, like, well, I don't want to say physically touch, but like, anything in our world that we can like trade, buy, sell, or, that we feel like um, um, like a deep connection to, I guess, is like your family and your friends. I'm probably not saying that right. I don't want to use the word connection, but anyway, it's like your family, your friends, like your circle. Um, so it's like your circle and, your material world. So you're bringing all of that, into your realm of reality, um, which is awesome. That's amazing. Um, so justice. So I love on this card how there's like a piece, and then there's like this on the bottom. She's kind of like, I don't know, she just looks like she's like void of like peace or emotion, or she's just maybe like, I don't want to say non, like, she doesn't look sad. Like, I don't think that you're sad. I'm not saying that. But I like how it like has the duality, the balance, especially for your sign, because like, you know, you are the Gemini. So like, you know, the Gemini is the twins, and not all twins are exactly the same. I mean, I don't think any twins are exactly the same. You know, you have like these dueling aspects of yourself, and I feel like that's where this card kind of like looks, is like it has like that light and dark. It's like that dueling aspect. Not that like not everybody has like a dark side, but like I feel like for Gemini, like you kind of like struggle with that. It's like having like two bodies like inside of one person, and it's just like, I mean, I don't know how it is. I just know from other Geminis that I've talked to, how they describe it being. It's like these like dueling forces. Um, I'm also seeing on here, the cups kind of look, well, they're not cups, but they're the cups for the balance. They kind of look sort of like singing bowls. So I think that this might be like something about like, I what I'm thinking is like balancing your emotions, or it's taking stake in, not stake, taking a look at at your emotion. I don't want to say emotions, um, and I don't want to say past, but taking a look at the things that you do, or the way that you interact with people, your maybe your emotional interactions with people, taking a look at that and seeing, like really looking at that and seeing how that affects you and how it affects the other person. Um, I think that, give me just 1 second. I think that there is something. That's what it is. It asks you to be realistic about the cause and effect of your thoughts and actions. So I think that that's what's trying to come to me is like, your thoughts and your actions as it relates to how your interactions with other people. Um, it could be your innermost thoughts and actions, but it could also be the other aspect of like how interact with people. It could also be both. So just like taking a look at the cause and effect, um, about that. So the Knight of Cups. Um, so he is. I love this card because he is ready for his date. He is suave. He's sitting there with his little boyfriend jeans or whatever they are. Maybe they're joggers. I don't know. He's all tatted up. Got that nice little 5 o'clock shadow. Um, so anyway, he is ready for his date. And so the Knight of Cups is like um, I don't want to say it's the love card, because it's not the love card. It's the card of like being in love with the idea of love. So like maybe you're thinking about like, you're thinking about somebody, or you're thinking about I read something recently. It was about whether you want to have a relationship or just have sex or just forget about everything. So this card says that you're in love with the idea of love, but there's a but there. Um, but that might not be what you want. So, um, but this is also like I've also heard that it's like the Prince Charming card. So like not that like Prince Charming is like, you know, if you're a man, a Prince Charming is gonna come. I mean, if you're into that, like great. Um, but like if so it's like the card of like your Prince Charming. It's like everything that you have dreamed up in a person um, is coming towards you. It could be that, but it could also be that you're in love with the idea of like of love of of the process. I don't want to say in love with the idea of love and not explain what it is. So it's like with the process of love, with the process of like meeting somebody and talking to them and figuring stuff out and like having first date, that first interaction, the first kiss, like that sort of stuff. You know, the stuff that we all like dream up and whatever. So this one also has a singing bowl. Weird. Anyway, um, so I notice also the thing that I notice on here is that on his shoes he has wings on his shoes. Okay, so I know that that is who is that? Oh God, no, I can't think of who it is. It's a god or demigod. Anyway, but what I think of it as is like you're like you're on the date or you're ready for your date, but you're also ready to run in the other direction. That's kind of what that's the reason why it was like why it first came to me that like um it's that like you're on a date, but is that really what you want? Or like, you know, you're thinking about love, but is that really what you want? Um it's kind of like you're going through the motions, but you're also ready to go the other way. So there is that. Um so the Knight of Wands, I love on here, it's like she's just like living, like she's just like vibing, like she's just like having her best life, like living her best life. She has um she has the fire on the drum, which is the wands. So like this is about like achieving your goals and um I don't want to say like it's not about like manifesting your reality. It's about like actually achieving the things that you have manifested. Excuse me. So it's about like um celebrating um celebrating the achievements that you have made, that you have um the fact that you are even like going through the whole like process of like doing something that you enjoy, that you love, or even going through the whole process of something that will get you to the next step. It's like taking that time to like say like I did it, like I'm doing it. Like you could be like in this process, you could be even just like starting the process or like thinking about starting the process. Because that's, I mean, I don't see anything on here about like the thought process of like of that. But that's Gemini. Gemini is always about like in their head and thinking and that sort of stuff. But you could be like anywhere in that in the stages of like actually achieving your goals. But like this is like taking that time out to like you know, to have that like it's a drum circle, like it's a dance party, to have that like that dance party, like, you know, just start dancing, start enjoying it, start, I don't know, like, don't just like, I guess what I'm getting at is like, don't just like go through the motions of like achieving your goals without actually taking time out to say, I did this, and taking time out to just be like, I'm gonna do something fun, I'm gonna do something exciting, I'm gonna dance. I feel like there's something else I have to say about this card. I'm not getting it. Okay. So I want to clarify justice. So it's the Three of Cups. It's about celebration. Three of Cups is like celebration, working together to achieve a goal. I mean, I guess if you're working with your other side to achieve a goal, that could be working together. Or it's about like, this could also be about like asking for help when okay, so this is what I'm getting is it's about asking for help. You have a great group of friends that you can call on if you need a break, if you need to have like a laugh, if you need to blow off some steam. It's about asking for help, or this could also be asking for help to determine what the cause and effect of something is. I feel like I'm still not getting the whole story on that. No. These cards are way too big. So on the bottom of the deck here, this is something that you might not be seeing or acknowledging. It's the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is like, some people say it's like a play fight, or it's like gearing up for battle, or it's strife between people. So maybe there's like some sort of like strife or something that you kind of like keep playing in your head. Or like I don't want to say like a fight, maybe like a disconnect with somebody that you keep playing in your head. And that's where this justice, making peace with that. That's the word that I'm trying to find, is making peace with the past. So like the cause and effect of your actions, to make peace with that. I guess, and then we have the Chariot. The Chariot came out as well. So the Chariot, I feel, is like, it's another way of like, saying like there's like dueling forces here. Like, give me just a second. I'm getting like stuck here on what I'm trying to think about. Because I don't want to say dueling forces, because that's not what it is. It's okay. That's not helpful. Because it can, okay, so it can mean the dueling forces, like the light and dark Sphinx on there. So it can mean dueling forces, but it also is about like, it could be about travel. It could be about like a fast-paced move somewhere, or oh, okay, okay. So making peace with the past, the cause and effect of actions in the past, making peace with that, I think is what this is. It's saying that will help you, because I'm putting this above it, that will help you to achieve the goal of moving on, of moving in the direction that, I keep doing this, moving in the direction that that you are, I don't want to say meant to go in, but the direction that you are heading toward, which is on here. It tells me that you're heading in the right direction. I don't see anything on here that that signals that you are not heading in the right direction. You are doing everything that you were supposed to be doing. You are achieving those goals. You are a badass. But right here in the center of it all is this. And this seems to be like something that is like, I keep like, because I keep coming back to it. So it must be something that's like playing in your mind, replaying. So it's like hashing out all of those things to help you move to move in the right direction, to help you move on. Okay. I hate when that happens, when I get stumped, and then, but I love it whenever, like, it all just, like, comes together, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's great. Awesome. Okay. Do you want to go one more? Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So also, the first deck that I used was the Lightseers Tarot. I want to give credit to the authors and illustrators of these decks. This deck that I'm using now is called the Moon deck. So on here, on the Moon deck, it says, the rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. I love that. And I like how she's just kind of like breathing out. Like, it looks like she's like breathing out all of the stars, like she's creating like her own little world. I love that. So this says breath, and it's breathe, or breath is the sacred thread that runs through us all. Each and every one of us needs to breathe to be alive. It enhances our awareness, allows us to shape our perspective, and enlivens our presence moment to moment. Slow down and deepen your breath. If you listen closely, your breath has a rhythm. If you feel closely, your breath has a pattern. Your breath responds to mood, emotions, movement, and energy. The simple act of breathing can be incredibly healing when practiced mindfully. Your breath may change when you are tense or soft, resting or dancing, making love, or feeling angry. Breath is present through it all. The deeper and more rhythmic breath will bring more centered awareness into your entire being. As you cultivate a practice of healthy breathing, the world around you and within you will respond to this shift. So I think it's kind of self-explanatory, but also it talks about like mindfulness in there, about being like mindful of your state of mind, your state of emotions, your state of like physical plane. Like, it's about being like mindful and like mindful of like of your breathing, your rhythm of your breathing. Maybe like taking those nice cleansing breaths, or those slow deep breaths, or the rapid breaths. I like how it's talking about like it's creating your world. So 32. So this says rebirth. It says, I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and renew. Hold on, let me do this. right, so it says, where we've outgrown our old skin, we can shed the layers that no longer serve us. Certain habits reach an expiration date, giving us an opportunity to be renewed. Sometimes we've swept up. Sometimes we're swept up by the motivation to change, and other times we resist letting go. Snake is here to encourage you to shed, release, renew. She represents transformation, primal energy, and life force, which is all needed to cyclically shed for true regeneration. This is your time of rebirth. Let go of habits, stories, behaviors, or relationships that hinder your truth so you can experience an increased life force. If you hold on to them too tightly, you'll pollute the present. Your past has made you stronger and it has served its purpose. Yet now it can serve you on a new and more aligned pathway. Trust that it is safe to shed and have a fresh start. I love that because that talks about this. That talks about the justice card here, and it's kind of weird how that lines up. So shedding, feeling like you are able to shed that old skin to be able to grow into your new skin. It's hard. Growth sucks. Like, once you're through it, it's great. But the whole process of it, it's tough. It's just like whenever when a snake is like shedding its skin, like it goes through like this whole I don't know if you've ever seen a snake shed its skin or any sort of like reptile shed its skin. I used to have a dragon, a bearded dragon, and I would love to watch it like shed its skin. Like it would rub up against like a rock to try to like shed some of that. It would like scratch its head to try to get the stuff off its head. So like there were different ways, and I would do my part in putting the putting. I say him, but it was a her. We found out it was a her. So Steve turned into a Stevie. So putting her into a bath to help that process. So in this, your bath could be processing through this emotion that, or this like past that is like, I don't want to say keeping you stuck, but it's kind of like, it's not keeping you stuck, but it's keeping your mind occupied in a negative way. So giving yourself like that bath, like maybe it is a physical, like literal bath. Maybe it's an emotional bath. Like maybe you just need to sit and meditate, or like do some shadow work, or do something to help you do that, like shedding, to help you shed. Yeah. And then I like this one. This says, I focus on what is working. I like how she's like shooting an arrow. I feel like it's kind of like you're shooting at your goals. And you know, I like to think that you're hitting the mark. But like you're shooting at your goals and you're hitting the mark. So this says focus. It says emotions and thoughts are powerful. They can pull us in every direction if we're not aware of their strength. When we pay attention, we affirm our ability to more consciously direct them. In any moment, we can choose to make a positive shift or uplift our perspective. Focus on what is working in your life. Stop fixating on the imperfections. As soon as you notice your thoughts spiraling you down, call it out and shift gears. Keep adjusting your mind to choose a better way. Align your emotions with your thoughts that make you feel lighter and happier. Use your imagination if need be. Turn this into one of your most dedicated daily practices, and soon you'll experience incredible triumph, resiliency, and well-being. Go for progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. Total harmony in the body is greatly dependent on balance in the mind. Think healthy thoughts. So I I love this one, because this is like, I don't like, I mean, thinking healthy thoughts, fine, great, awesome. I don't like that toxic positivity, like that, like you have to be positive all the time, because like some of us are not. And some of us, like, if you try to, if you try to consume all of your thoughts and actions and everything with positivity, and you're faking it, it's going to show. So I'm not saying like try to like turn every single moment into a positive moment. There are going to be some times when it might not be a positive moment, and just, try to try to develop tools to get you through those moments where it's not so positive, where it's not so like bright and shiny and happy. Um, and I like how it says on here to stop fixating on the imperfections. I feel like that's where this comes in. It's like you're fixating um, on the things in your life that just like didn't work, or um, that didn't take you in the direction that you thought that it would. Sometimes, sometimes if those types of things happen, like we tend to harp on them. That's not gonna help. I mean, in a sense, it in a sense like, dealing with it in a healthy way, that's gonna help. But if you just continually harp on it, and like, and think about all of like the negative things about that part, um, that's not gonna help you, to take you in the right direction. Taking a clear and honest, and if you can, objective look, at this problem, why you feel this way, why this thought keeps coming in, why whatever this is, um, taking an honest look at that, I think is what helps you to get through, all of this, and to get you where you want to be. Okay. And then I'm also going to, yeah, okay, so I'm also going to pull these cards. For whatever reason, my camera shut off. These are the 4 agreements cards. I love these cards. So we make agreements in life, with society, with everything. So we're born as like a blank slate. It's we don't have any like contracts with people. We don't have any like, society's not telling us to do anything with our lives yet. And these agreements that we, and these contracts that we make with people, and and things in society, are ways that, I guess in my mind, control our thoughts and actions. So like being a people pleaser, being, having some like type of body dysphoria, having some sort of like issue um, uh, with trauma, that sort of stuff. And the agreements are ways, the 4 agreements are ways that you can kind of use these agreements to, as tools to help you process through these those different contracts that we make with society. Okay, is that it? I want me to go one more. Is that the one? Okay. Okay, I have don't take anything personally, Be immune to others' opinions. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be a victim of needless suffering. I love that one. It says, don't take anything personally. Transform your life. So you might be taking stuff personally right now. And it says, when we refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you do not take things personally. So, like, I guess with this is sometimes, like, if we had, like, someone break our heart, we had a breakup, we had whatever, we had a parent that always wasn't there, or something else that happened, that you kind of like, that you still harp on, that you still think about, that you still get upset about. Acknowledging that, like, that that is in the past, and a way to get through that is to do the work, to help you get through that is, sometimes I recommend, like, doing some journaling, some meditation, maybe some walking meditations, or talking to somebody, like talk therapy, or talking to a friend that you can trust. So I recommend some of those things. But also, like, these things that come up in life, these events that that break our heart, make us sad, make us traumatized. We also have to acknowledge that those people did not have the capacity to give us anything more. Those people were only interacting with us and others around them with the capacity that they were already that they were at. Like, if you had a parent who was abusive, like, not making excuses, but, like, were they abused when they were a child? Did they understand that they were being abusive? Could they, like, is that something that they brought from their childhood, or, like, if you come from a family of, like, of, I call it yellers, like, it's like, you yell to discipline. Like, you probably, like, if your mom yelled, you probably yell. So, like, those type of things, like, you're given the tools that you were given throughout life, and some of us just, we don't break free from those. Like, we don't break free from the stuff that we're given in life. We don't process through it. So it's having the capacity to empathize and understand that person, or usually a person, was only going off of, like, I don't want to say, like, seem like I'm justifying anything, because I am not. Abuse is not something that you can justify. What I'm saying is, like, that person was just going off of what they were dealing with at that point, or they're going off of, like, the tools that they're given, and they don't have any tools to pull from, like, any more tools. It says, realize the power of your word. Be impeccable with your word. Your word is the power that you have to create. It is a gift that comes directly from God. So this is about, like, like your self-talk, or this is also about like your manifestation talk. Like if you're constantly like in a negative mindset, you're constantly like thinking that like you're not going to achieve that goal, you're miserable while going through the process of achieving that goal. Like um you're not being impeccable with your word if like you're saying that you're miserable while going through the process of achieving a goal that you have worked so hard for. um it's and we all do it, we all do that, but like I hear so many people, like, you know, they'll say like, I'm in school for this, or I'm doing this project, or I'm working on this or that, and like they're talking about like how annoying it is, or how much time is consuming with it, and how much blah blah blah. And it's like, well, but you're doing something, you're doing something in your life that um that you once dreamt of, that you once thought that maybe you couldn't do, and like here you are, you're doing it, but you're also complaining about it. So this is telling you to not um well, I don't want to say it's telling you to not complain, because you can complain if you want to, but this is telling you to be more impeccable with your word, um, and realize the power um, of your words. This is also like your words when it comes to others. Realizing the power of your words with others. Like if you are walking down the street and you see someone and you like their glasses, and you're like, I love your glasses. Like, it's like you're giving them like encouraging words. Or like you see someone and you love like their clothes or their shoes. Tell them, like, that's gonna uplift their day. Like that's gonna do great things for them. It's gonna make you feel better too, because like you're complimenting somebody. You're giving somebody like an uplifting compliment. Well, which is a compliment. You're giving somebody uplifting words that maybe they needed to hear that day. Um, okay, is that it? All right. So we are done. So thank you for watching my channel. Also, like, subscribe, and share. And also watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for a better picture of what is going on in your life right now. And um, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Gemini.